wrapping the Chen around south from the river, from behind. From the north comes the Phoenix, the Timber just baiting. An Alliance are about to be caught totally unawares. There's the jump in. EGM, eat the Sunray, meet the Centaur, and easy first blood. NAVI, as always.
To the mid lane, and we see Ditya Ram move down to the bottom lane.
Shackle mid, there's the swoop forward, Icarus dive, and then they're going to chase this one a bit. The Sunray comes out, round 2. S4, will he dodge the power shot? He can't! Dendi pierces his armor and shuts him down. And going back to your point about the Slardar here, I guess they're going to try to do it with just aggression. They run onto EGM looking for the crush. He's going to hold it. He recalculates, then he lets it fly. They get off the follow-up stomp and the Hadouken art style. Very good micro here, but he might end up going down anyway to the nukes of EGM. That twin head is awful tanky. General finding that secondary stun, and meanwhile in the mid lane, Dendi's also gone down. Alliance firing back, make it 2-3. Loda, this is an unwilling patient that he moves after, but EGM probably the easier target. Let's see who they go on. It is Loda. Stop. Oh, he just barely dodges it. So they're going to go back for the easier lower hanging fruit of the kill. But Art Style kind of finds himself surrounded by his own creeps, and Loda just runs back in on him. General's trapped out in the trees. Not exactly the smoothest gank from Navi, but they do end up getting the twin head in the end. Now the Slardar looking towards the top rune. They want to fight this out. The Shackle comes through from the low ground. The follow-ups there from Seneko with the balanced Ray and S4. He tries to make it out. He's so low, but not good enough. The Firebird wins again. So consistently. And then you look towards the mid game. Can have a lot of impact, and again it's on the top. The bubble gets dropped, but EGM shackled outside of it, can't follow it up with any sort of damage. He could be in danger here. Art Style turning back towards him. The fire, the Hadouken onto EGM. They continue to ramp up the damage. Back up, not in sight. Loda again. He will just time walk and retreat. But Alliance feeling very confident. That rune is about to spawn. S4 down in the river. That shackle doesn't end up connecting. Looked like it might, but Dendi couldn't quite find the angle. Still, they burn S4 down. Power shot. He did have a bit of extra regen there. Pops the stick, pops the bottle. Now they want to turn. Seneko overextending again. That's twice now he's gotten punished. And meanwhile, Chen also roasting as EGM massacres the creep army. Navi firmly on the back foot after this last sequence of events. They might lose a third hero. Arcside will end up dropping to the rotation of Ake. That's a 3-for-0 exchange.
Really need kills on one of those two boards.
They are trying for the Roshan, but Alliance are having none of it. And now he's fairly low. Bulldog's going to send the army in, see what's going on. They find a Roche at half HP. Do they just try to take it right away? Navi, General's going to jump. He gets the initiation off on Ake. This is the Blink Dagger debut. It nets them an Ake kill. Does Loda want to counterplay? Shackle coming through, won't connect on EGM. Where's that Chrono? It's a pretty good one, but the egg's on top of it. So Alliance don't want to walk in. This is going to completely waste the Chronosphere. Navi now, Roche at half HP. Bulldog being forced back a bit. They get the amp damage on him. A Bulldog kill would be huge. They crush him. They latch onto him. Can they focus him down? Chasing a bit further. He gets off one auto attack. EGM now finds himself on an island as his Bulldog again retreating. Dendi just fishing, looking for the follow-up action here. Navi finding their customary aggression, waving with an awful lady. Say, there's the shackle from Dendi, and they find the S4 kill. Make it 11-7. They're not done just yet. On the Loda they go. Sunray coming through as the time walk does get it off, but they can potentially still chase this. He's still in range for a bit of additional damage. Trying, good job there with the time dilation, but still the Blink Crush comes out. General will get another kill for the team. 12-7 now the score as 4 Alliance heroes, including the Skywrath earlier, hit the deck. A complete coup d'etat from Navi, who will now also, on top of that 3,000 gold swing, they get the Roche as well. Nice tome of experience. He's going to potentially pay with his life. Sunray going for the TP. See you later, Bulldog. I'm out of here. Oh, just toying with the Dong. Sick stuff.
Sick stuff indeed.
All right, Alliance, they know this Roche is happening. They've got a couple of Spiderites in the pit, but they're too late. And General does see Loda, gets the crush, finds the amp. Dendi's there as well with the shackle. Navi quick to strike. They draw first blood of this engagement, and now they move back towards Ake. But, oh, Seneko very low. He gets nuked uphill by Art Style. Ake gonna fall too. They keep Seneko in fighting shape. In General, this is what I'm talking about with Navi. They hunt for the backliners. They want those extra kills. They're on a power play. There's the shackle and the crush combo. S4 just completely controlled by Artstyle. Now will end up going down, and General hunting for the 4th kill. EGM all the way back to the base
without focus fire.
And Dendi does not want to waste it on the tower without the egg, so he just pokes. He gets caught again by an ice path. Again the breathe fire. Again, the dragon battle rages, but one man's a man and the other's a dragon. Loaded there, does get the good chrono though, off onto Ira. He'll go down quickly and gets dropped into the middle of Alliance. Can they burst it? They will. Alliance holding the high ground, turning on the Navi. General down, art style as well. They spring the trap. They only got a one-man chrono, but that was all they needed.
That's not a good time. Navi not really playing that tight around the Roshan respawn.
And no buyback.
Yeah, 9:15 post.
It looks to be Alliance's first and just a straight up free Roshan of the game. But they are a bit slow as far as this goes until Bulldog comes in, so they are going to congregate here in the pit, but Navi showing signs that they might want to take a fight. This is where the egg can be devastating, even if you have BKBs, if they can't get to it. Gem just marking Alliance's territory here down in the pit, letting Navi know that this area is under their control, but Seneko is zoning them back with the Fire Spirits. They're buying time for the Slardar respawn as they barely clip art style here. They commit onto him. Loda spending a lot of time working on a very tanky support chain, but Dendi's the real grab, and that's the one that S4 catches out. BKBs aplenty have been popped by Alliance, but it's gotten them 2 critical kills around the pit, and they come back in. No buyback on Dendi. They won't have their prize Wind Ranger, but who needs her when you've got Sunray? General onto Ake, does get off the crush, but Seneko, the bigger prize, brought down by the chain stun of Loda together with S4. They work on Ditya. He is getting some stacks out. He chains, but he ends up just getting sent back, and he chains back into the fight. Ditya all over the place with this one. But Alliance, more importantly, they're hitting Roche, and Roche can't move, can't be sent home, can't go anywhere.
General has a really tough time jumping.
And there's the shackle. It's a long range one. It's the catapult that works against Loda and quickly drops the egg. Loda pops his BKB. They just beat it down. Then the follow-up chrono. It's the right kind of Loda sphere for Alliance. The one that might end Navi's hopes in game number 1. General, very low. He does Shadow Blade out. S4's been caught. The secondary shackle working its magic, but they get onto Dendi. He's been sent home by art style. The nuke, the ice path isn't enough. I think he makes it out of this one, Ben. They haven't gotten the racks. They end up being forced back just with the Dragon Knight death. Pushing out the lane, and they are going for the wraparound. They're smoked, and under cover of it, heading straight, beelining really, towards Alliance. It's Loda in the trees. Do they get a good crush? He's the gem carrier. They jump Loda. Dendi's ready as well. The BKB coming through. Loda just melting. Dendi might kill him off the bat. He does end up getting off the chrono onto General, and they will possibly lose Dendi here. Loda survives through it all. Just walks away. Cool guys don't look back at explosions, and Loda looks very cool right now. 4 drop. Navi forced to throw out a buyback here on Dendi. How did they not kill Loda in that fight? Abyssal complete on Bulldog. A fully 6-slotted Brood Mama onto General. Just a couple of pokes. The Spider spreads her legs, and the Bulldog Brood Mother continues to rack up kills to have a huge impact in the late game. Doing it again here in game 1. Alliance close in. The Swedes, they're almost there. They just need 1 or 2 more kills, or at least for Navi not to come and defend. Ditya decides to. That may cost him. BKB's out. Ditya down. That's all 3 cores dead, and Alliance have all but sealed it. Navi have nothing but under-farm supports to defend the base. They'll rotate to top. They want the Megas. Slow and steady. Alliance just outlasting Navi in these critical engagements. Bit by bit, inch by inch, they zero in. A very feudal egg comes out, marking where the Navi base once stood. But the Hordes have reassembled, and they are looking for this final lane of Rex. No split push, no hope in sight. Alliance may lay down. Ranged is all that remains, and there's the GG. Alliance, they start to put the crown back on here in game 1. They're out to a 1-0 lead. That heal bomb. You've got the lift, the net follow-up, and they're going to let it go now. Huge nuke damage off the bat of Ditya. One more auto attack, forced to pop the Fairy Fire, but gets muscled down by EGM. The backups arrived. Artsal at least try to salvage this one. A counter Fairy Fire comes out. EGM into the trees. Juki, for all he's worth, they'll send the creep there to deal with him. Gusses the wrong way, though. EGM salving up, might just make it up for free. They're even moving forward onto Artstyle. Navi, crucial time here for the Huskars. He looks to finish off the armlet. He gets off the heel. He jukes through the trees. Backup is coming. It's in the form of Seneko, and Bulldog just gets completely turned on now. Gets dunked, gets netted, clapped, beaten down, and dead. Navi, they were ready for that. They are off pretty low here. The armlet just a bit short for the recipe, but they are still working on this thing. We see 2,000 gold up on Loda. This had basically free farm, your leader in net worth, but Navi are going to get a spring pad here. This might allow them to catapult themselves into the mid game now. Oh no! Navi! had a branch on De'Yara, did not drop it in time. They end up just forfeiting the Aegis.
Bloodbath, and if you're Huskar, you don't want a slow-paced farming game.
Well, the Bloodbath might be going the Alliance way as they run on to Arts. They'll kill him off. Dendy's there in hot pursuit. I think looking for the double stun. They do manage to combo Bulldog, finishing him off with one last auto attack from Dendy, but then EGM looks to turn it, and S4 has been left unchecked in this fight, just ignoring the Leshrac. That squishy DPS, he finds the kill. EGM, though, chunked down by the angry troll. There is a Sentry Ward in position to scout this one out. Dendy does get the Blink initiation. It's only on EGM, though. Huskar joins the fray. EGM dropping low, but the silence is there. General allows for a quick retreat, and it looks like even EGM makes it out, Navi. That's just not good enough. They need these kills. They need to take the wheels off of the Naga train. Bulldog, maybe the next target, but it is nighttime. That's not easy grab. Ake will drop. Artstyle getting forced back, though. S4 laying into him, but here comes Huskar. Slamming and jamming on S4. Will bring him down. That's a bigger kill still. The Naga makes it out. Roshan's up. Navi, this is what they've been waiting for.
Immediate smoke coming out from Alliance.
Will they get there in time? It's low down in front. Navi need to break the smoke. They need to scout it. Artstyle in good position here to do it. Illusions moving forward. Loda. Oh, he moves away, and they're going to get in position here. Zard coming out. The Roshan at critical HP. Loda walks in. The Radiant get the last hit. He's trying to grab that Aegis. He snatches it too. Oh, it couldn't be worse for Navi. Can they possibly fight their way out from here? EGM surviving. De'Yara mauling S4, but they're going to lose Artstyle quickly. Beaten down by Bulldog. Not getting enough. They heal bomb on De'Yara. That's about a quarter of his HP instantly gone. Can they keep him alive? He's dunking for Illusions. He does manage to finish off the Aegis. The heal bombs from Ake. So far, the real carry of this fight, and now they will finish off for Navi. Catastrophe in the pit. They didn't break the smoke bin. Navi are starting to feel desperate. They smoke from inside their own base with all the lanes pushing. It's actually Artstyle who gets caught out. He's sent home, tail tucked between his legs. Immediately the Chen is scrambling. As EGM moving forward in this fight is going to force down right past General, gets caught by the crush. They work on Ake, they'll bring him down, but Loda's there in the midst of it all, chewing up the backliners. They need this Huskar to go big in this fight. Bulldog just tried to man mode on him. S4 will fall though. Thus far, a 2-for-1, not too shabby, and Loda says it's not really worth the risk, guys. Get out. Bulldog, time to retreat. And they're going to back off, but General hunts for this. He amps up Bulldog. EGM's there to save the day. Might cost him his own life. Stunning De'Yara on the process. General, does he get the crush? Does he get it? Just he does. EGM down, but they save the Naga. They do save the Night Stalker and the gem, and they get out.
Very little ways that Navi can move around the map undetected.
Dendy, he pokes up the hill, and he gets completely incinerated. Alliance fully ready for that maneuver. And now they're hunting for more. Artstyle could be next. Pulse Nova ripping through him. The Chen's down. De'Yara hits the stun. It gets. Oh, this is bad. S4 hunting forward. Now they get off the net. The song to follow up. Are they going to work on these backline heroes? Waiting for reinforcements to arrive. They're prepping. They want someone. Who's it going to be? It's De'Yara. Lifted, controlled, netted again. Loda, though, gives him a dunk path out of this one. And De'Yara, he might make it. The Purge comes through. Alive for now. Still hanging on. But it's the Oracle who can't deal with the Naga illusions. As the Riptide comes out, Seneko may end up going out. He has to heal himself instead of Navi. Deep zone delivery vehicles here. They have the Nyx. They have the Slardar. Heroes that are going to be hunting for kills. He can be pushed out of lane and then show up suddenly like right outside the Alliance doorstep. Maybe it'll prove to be the difference. General, though, getting lifted here. Dendy comes in, though. Big stun. Follow-up crush likely to come through, but the BKB's out from Bulldog, and Bulldog is just banging away at General, forcing him back. EGM fine for now. The Grave is going to prevent any sort of aggressive maneuver here. Alliance actually bringing the whole squad to the fight. They have already committed the song for this one, but Dendy's in too far. He's down. They bring down the Naga. They slay Loda. Oh, that's the one here. Alliance simply cannot afford to lose. A gem now hits the floor. Does Navi chase for more? Dunking onto S4, 4-step back. He'll make it out.
At this point.
Well, they do zero in on Artstyle now, though. Down near his own Ancients, far away from home and from any sort of help. He prays to the Ancients to deny him. They do not heed his prayer. But General might avenge him. A bash on EGM, slays him. God mode is over. General is on the prowl, looking for Ake next, gets dunked, gets controlled, muscled down by the Huskar. This is the kind of snowball that Alliance can't afford to be giving up. They need that Naga to get involved. Loda's here, holding onto the song for now. They've lost both supports. There's a buyback, and General is silenced. There's the song. It might have actually been allowing Navi to reset. Alliance, how do they follow this one up? General's healing. The heart's starting to tick in. did that song really make any sort of a difference? Oh, they did find Dendy down the backside, but Ditya arrives, gets quickly stunned by EGM trying to counterplay. Dendy kept alive by Seneko, the Oracle there doing the work. Bulldog, Ditya moving in onto Loda. Loda has no song. Loda's gonna go down. Huge kill. That's 2 in a row. The lanes are pushing against Alliance.
Which, with a heart, he's still gonna drop supplies quickly.
So TP over towards bottom, and they are moving in onto the Night Stalker of Bulldog. Oh, he gets bashed! Bulldog. Every dog has his day. But Bulldogs is over for now.
And this is the time. Naga Siren, no buyback. Night Stalker in the grave with buyback at the ready. Aegis on Navi's side. They want to end it now.
His day is not what the dog wants right now. He wants the nighttime. The game will cooperate and provide it to him. But Navi are hitting buildings here. This is something Loda has been really praying to do, and all of a sudden Navi, they swarm in. They get to work, beating at Alliance's front door. El Clasico suddenly shaping up a bit here. Game 2, the crowd getting behind them. Alliance will have to take a defense. They can't just forfeit 2 lanes of racks for nothing. Loda sending in illusions. The real hero reluctant to move in, but Ditya is full raid boss mode. They have to go on him. They can't just sit back and watch these buildings drop for free. He doesn't care about tower damage. He doesn't care about Radiant Illusions. Maybe the backlines do, but they're going to lift him. They drag him back in. The Leshrac gets to work. Ditya turns, pops the ultimate. S4, Gustav, he can't handle it. Well, Bulldog gets beaten down by General. Navi just clubbing Alliance in the mouth. They can't take the pain. They got to get out. Dendy popping the cheese, and Alliance, no Bulldog. That's a dieback. Who would have thought a 53-minute free-farm Naga Siren game would go like this? But here we are with Alliance getting their ideal game plan and not able to push it far enough down the stretch. They have to find a winning fight now. Navi are going to rotate directly on bottom otherwise. Maybe they heal and then do it. Creeps are at the base, but you know that death push is coming soon. BOT is cooling down on Loda for a little bit longer, but I don't even know if he can stop this thing, Ben. In they go. General up in front. The beefcakes have arrived. How do they slay these tags? Dendy, first a stun. The initiation has begun. Hits EGM1, sends him home packing Alliance. They might have to go to game 3 for this. They just can't withstand the Navi onslaught. Diving them past the tier 4 towers. Load of songs, it delays for a moment. No one's dying. There is no split push. This is not a solution, Alliance. They have to find the fight. They just can't. Ake getting nuked down. Navi can turn back for buildings now. Loda moves in again. Ditya dunking his way out. It's almost Megas, and they've done it. Navi have done the virtually impossible against a free-farm, ultra easy 6-slot Naga. They're just winning these fights. They have buybacks ready, even if they need them. Ditya, the human raid boss, he's winning the fight against Loda and an entire Illusion army. It takes 4 to slay Ditya, but that was for Megas. They all have buyback.
Not aggressive enough with making the most out of their super farm Naga Siren. Now it's come to this.
The death march begins. The creeps moving towards the Alliance base. It's just going to be stalling tactics from Navi. They don't want to blow buybacks here. Might even be willing to forfeit a lane if that's what's required. Dendy dropping fairly low, but is protected by Seneko and Heartstyle. The supports bodyguarding him back safely to the warm embrace of the fountain. And those creeps, top and bottom, marching in. Alliance get a free lane of Rex, but Navi want to have the power play here for the big team fight. No buyback on Night Stalker, nothing on the Leshrac, so they will have extra lives. It's actually a seculated Rex. Alliance are really committing for this, and they will bring down 2. Uncontested, but Megas are in the Alliance home. The Naga Radiance Illusions valiantly trying to shove out mid, but intercepted one in the mid by Slardar. Blinks and crushes it, and Alliance just waiting. They'll leave the siege engine in front. Ditya, he probably never thought it would get to this, but here comes Loda, dropping the song, unloads the illusions. Some illusions continue to script mid, but Navi are going to go for tier 4s. They have to try and actually take a team fight here. There's the Dunko to S4. Can they slay Ditya? No, they want Seneko instead. Looking to bring down the Oracle, trying to isolate him on the backside, but somehow that Oracle just won't die. Loda, though, doing work. Everything for Seneko. Can they get him? Rubik's down. Dazzle is fallen. Then the stun from Dendy. Loda's going to drop. That's about to be 3, possibly 4. Loda forced to scramble home. There's no counter push. Navi NAVI! They pulled off the miracle here! 3 out of the game! How did it come to this for Alliance? They had this in the bag, but they couldn't close NAVI out. We're going to a game 3. There's nothing left here for the Swedes. NAVI lives to fight another day. Loda will take a moment to think about it, but there you have it. They're born to win, at least for this one, Ben.
And shying away from their tried and true formula, which has gotten them this far in the tournament. Alliance drop 1 versus NAVI, and will end up even 1-1.
This looked like a very quick and decisive 2-0, did it not?
And it doesn't look like there's any time to stack too much for him. He does have the double large camp. Ake and Seneko around the pit.
Ake gonna drop just a freebie for Seneko.
Just way stronger than the Vanguard right now.
Bulldog, this is a really bad kill if he gives it up, and they are moving onto him. Goes for the Sprout, catches on Seneko, then crushes on 2. Loda was ready for it. Navi overextending, they give both up. Alliance spring the trap. Alliance do move into the pit now. They have amp damage, they have Tramps to tank. This will be a reasonably fast clip for the Roche.
Let's see if the Wolves got it out. It will finish a camp out right now. Ditya Ross sitting pretty low on mana, maybe not wanting to blow the rest of his pool on it.
They're moving towards the pit. Batrider leading the charge here. General marshaling his forces. Roshan still at around half HP. Sentry outside the pit though. Could scout Seneko. There's the blink initiation. Drags Loda up onto the cliff, keeping the Slardar out of this picture for a long time. Loda won't be able to contribute much, and that will put a pretty big halt to the Roshan. Now the EMP Tornado following this one up, but the counter Tornado comes out from EGM. Bulldog's trapped and sprouts himself inside the pit, looks to run away. Artstyle cancels that. First track kill that came to Navi, and the whole team's here, and Loda is still completely a non-factor in this fight. It begins with the General Bat after an awful start. They look to steal the Roche, while also killing the big fish. They've gotten 3. They've gotten a 4-hero track kill, and now it's Navi trying to snatch an Aegis right away from Alliance, who double buyback to prevent this. Navi may just walk away. Alliance still hanging around the pit. I think more worried about Navi taking than about even trying to go for themselves. Loda, got to be careful here. It would be a 13-minute dieback if General grabs him. He goes for EGM though. Loda's going to have to pursue him out, but the Wolves surround him. That's a track kill again. Navi finding big kills here. The gold is going to add up rather rapidly at that. They've now tracked Loda. They're just waiting for that crush to come out before they fully commit, but he's getting cold snapped down into submission. Navi have gotten a second kill. Now they want to disengage as 4 chases forward onto Dendi. Will find the counter kill here. They might get the Lycan as well. Artstyle burning to the Sunray. Ake should be able to finish him off. That's going to be a 2 for 2. Nobody really in position, but as I say that, 4 Navi heroes are moving forward. They are going to look to contest this. Not even a flame break available. Tower going down freely to the Radiant. They're just so hell-bent on this Roshan, who claps Alliance. He is displeased with the number of occupying forces. This is my pit, he says. Get out of here. They're trying to heal him up. There's the Sunray from Ake, but Navi converge on it. There's the swoop through, trying to jump forward. General leaping into the pit. S4 is going to grab the Aegis. It is a dire last hit, so far, so good for Alliance. At long last, they get that Roche, but they lose Loda again. Out for 40. It's up to S4 to turn this. He gets swapped back into the rest of the team. Navi didn't seem to be expecting as they were all heading the other way, but they cracked the Aegis. They move forward. Do they chase for additional kills? They're very low at this point. And S4, he's angry with how things have gone. Blinks up onto the high ground. Shadow strikes Dendi. Looking for the follow-up kills here. 2 have fallen. Navi
well justified.
Showing 2 mid while simultaneously coming on the top side, and they lasso S4. The General actually drags himself back into Loda, who gets off the crush, trying to rev up for the Sonic Wave, but he's totally chain stunned. Locked down. Loda next. Loda will fall. That is 2. They're looking for the jump here. Who do they get first? Loda whiff on the crush to start this thing off, and now General going for the deep blast on S4. Can they burst him? That Queen of Pain is so important. He chucks out the ult, but it's as he dies with his last breath. They're already down to Queen of Pain and a Phoenix. They've gotten nothing out of this fight so far. A jaunt through the trees. Now what does he see? He sees Bulldog. Force-staff into a swap. BOTs are coming. Bulldog force-staffs himself right into the waiting arms of the General, who promptly complies by lassoing and almost killing, though he is going to get the kill in the end. Dendi, though, is in a bit far. Yule stepped around to the Queen of Pain. Seneco's arrived. Reinforcements coming in. Hard and fast for Navi. Charging towards S4. They kill off the egg. They kill off S4. They move on to Loda. They're mowing them down. Alliance drop 4. It's a wipe. Navi just completely wrecking them.
And they still have the Aegis.
And they're actually going high ground into this. Alliance feeling like borderline desperate at this point. Creeps are actually hitting tier 4 towers. They're committing hard to this push, but NAVI are ready for it. Artstyle engaging forward. Loda trying to set up the follow-up here to the Queen of Pain ult that comes in. Diving pretty far for this one, but Ditya Ra just auto-attacking him in regular werewolf form is going to get the kill. S4 almost dies to his claws. Ake's there. So much delicious food, but General's in too deep. He will end up dropping. Bulldog looks to trot away. It's like ult number 2, and he's off to the races here. Can Alliance TP out? Who's got one? They're all going to need him. EGM has one, but he can't even get it off as he's about to fall to the wolves. They munch him up. They kill off the bird too. Alliance just can't handle Ditya Ra. Beyond godlike. Rubik will buy his own gem. And General hunts, he gets Loda, drags him in again. It's another track kill, but NAVI don't need gold. They just need dead bodies to litter this map so they can wipe Alliance and the rest of them off. And they get the second kill here. Rubik down, already bought the gem, doesn't have to buy back. Loda buys back, but he only crushes Seneko, and it feels like this is how it ends for Alliance. Not with a bang. This is a whimper. This is ugly. Even a Sunstrike massacring Alliance, running them down. This is not family friendly at all, and there it is. GG. You give NAVI every last one of their signature heroes, and they just run circles around Alliance.
I heard you call them EGM then. I was like, dang, don't put them down like that, LD.
EGM. Is it time to start banning Boots of Travel 2 against NAVI? That is the real question heading into day 3 of the Manila Major.
And the crowd is on their feet as they watch Dendi and the rest of NAVI walk out from their booth.